Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So let's discuss today about the new topic that is user management. Okay, it's, in this mainly we will discuss about add users, change password and permission, how to add the user, how to change the password and how to provide the permission of the user. Okay, so let's discuss one by one. First is the introduction, like what is the introduction you can see. Managing users is one of the most important parts of Linux system administration. Okay. And every person who logs into a Linux system is treated as a user. Okay. And they have their own username, password, and perm. So you just understand from this introduction, like every user play a very important role in the Linux system administration, and every users have their own username, password, and permission. Okay, so let's discuss first how to add a new user. Okay, suppose we use the user add or add user command. Means to add the new user, mainly we use the command like user add or add user. You can see the syntax like sudo user add and the name of the user. Example, you can see like a username and the name of the user is suppose is student1. So basically why we use sudo? So sudo basically stands for the super user. Okay. Means when you want to run a command with root previous, means those who are the root users, they can use the sudo command, then only they can change or add the user. Okay, so for that we use the sudo. Like this will create a new user called a student name, a student1. Okay, and but the user won't have a password yet to set it because we have only created the username, right? That is the student1, but we haven't created it password of the user. So for creating the password, first you have to similar way, because you are the root user, you have the privilege to modify or change or to add the user. And you can do if you use the sudo command. So we use first sudo and for the password set we use a passwd and the name of the user, a student1. So you will be asked to enter the password twice. Okay. You can note here like add user. This command basically we use in the Debian or Ubuntu. Okay, it's more user friendly because it asks details like full name, room number, or its. So to add the user, simply in the Debian or Ubuntu we use the add user and user add in the rail or the CentOS, because this is the Linux distribution. Okay, so in the different distribution, we use the different command. Accordingly, they have modify and changes. So we have to just follow that. So if you in the CentOS, if you use the add user, then you will not be able to create the user. Okay. So in the CentOS, you have to use user add. But in the Debian or Ubuntu, if you are using terminal like so you can use the adding. So this is simply one difference. Okay. So for creating the password, simply you have to use this command. Next is to changing a user password. Suppose user want to change their current password. So to change your own password, system will ask for your current password, then the new one. To change another user password, admin can only do. So sudo pass wd and a student. In this way, you can change your current password. Okay. System will simply ask for the current password and then you can create the new one, and in this way you can just create the new password. And this admin can only do like changing the user password. Assigning permission. Okay. If you want to assign permission to the users, then in that case, how to use this? In Linux, every file or folder has three types of permission. Okay. First one is read, that is means we symbolize as a R, and W is for the write, X is for the execute. And permissions apply to user U, owner of the file, group Z, group of users, and others O. So this is the symbol to identify, like U is for the user, Z is for the group, O is for the others, means everyone else. So if you want to check the permissions, so simply use the command ls-l. So result will come like in this way, rwxr hyphen hyphen. So those who are aware about these all permissions, so they can simply understand, right? So in this student one, users 123 September 28 test.sh, means this is the script, and this student one users have execute or read the this script file. So you can simply understand from here. You can see the example also, like RWX. Here RWX is used, right? So this is for the owner, means owner can read, write, and execute. R is for the read, and W is for the write, and X is for the execute. So owner can read, write, and execute. Okay, but R minus X is here used, right? So in this, group can read and execute. Means this is the group of users, the users which are in that group. So only they can read and execute that file. Okay, dash.sh. But R hyphen hyphen is others can only read. This permission is given to those users who can only read this file. They cannot even execute or even write or anything, but only they can read it. So in this way, you can just assign the permissions to the user. So if you will do the practice, so you will get it simply. Otherwise, it is difficult to remember it. It does not make any sense if you will remember these all things, because simply you can understand if you all these each and every symbol you are able to understand, then it's a very easy. Just you have to practice it, like how to write it. Okay, so simply you can understand and execute, and this is not very tough. Okay, next one is to change permission with chmod. Change permission. Suppose you have given the permission like read, write, or execute, but if you want to change the permissions, so for changing the permission, basically we used chmod. Okay, this command we use to change the permission. So some points you have to just keep it in mind, like for chmod u plus x and the file name. This is basically used to add, execute permission for user. U is for the user, plus is for the add, and X is for the execute. Means suppose if you want to provide execute permission to any file to the user, so simply you can just write this command to provide the execute permission to user. chmod z minus w file name. So it's mainly used to remove write permission from group. Z is for the group, minus is for the remove, and W is for the write. So if you want to remove the write permission from the group, so you just simply write in this way. Chmod O plus R and the file name. This is used for the add read permission for others. O is for the others, plus is for the add, and R is for the read permission. Okay, suppose if you want to give the read permission only to the others, so simply you can just use in this way. Example, you can see like in the Linux, basically you use the first bash to the scripting language. So we use the bash and then copy code and then chmod 755 escape.sh. Okay, so this means 7 here is used, we can use the number also, okay, but you have to just keep it in mind like which number is used for the which permission. Like 7 here is used for read, write, and execute. Means user can read, write, and execute. Okay. 5 is used for the group can read and execute. Okay. And 5 here is used for others can read and execute. So in this way, you can just write the command and then provide the permission to the user or either remove the permissions from the group or for the users. Okay. Suppose you want to changing ownership. Okay. So use chown command. Means any group you want to change the ownership of the user, like user have all the owners like read, write, and execute, but you want to change the permissions of the owners. Okay. So simply use the sudo for the root users and chown, it's used for the owner because you want to change the permission of the owner. So owner and the user and the group file from which group you want to just remove or add the owner permission. So you can see here the example sudo chown is for the user owner and the student one, this is the name user and the student one is the name of the group user. Okay. And this is the file one.text is the file. So this file you just want to change the permission of the student one user. Okay. Now student one is the owner of file one.txt. Here student one is the owner. You have to just keep it in mind. You just be confused like a student one and a student one is used 2 times. But I have discussed right in the above. Yeah, here student one is the name of the user. Okay. So here a student one is the owner. So you just want to change the owner permission. So simply in this way, you can use the chown command. Simple way, you just keep it in mind. Like if you want to change the any permission of the owner for any file, so simply you have to write in this way, user and the group file. So this is the user and the student one is the group file. And file name is the name of the file is the file one.txt. Adding user to a group. Suppose you want to add the user in any group. Okay. Permissions for permission. So groups make permission management easier. Okay. Add user to a group. Yeah. So suppose if you want to add any user to the group, so it's easy because if you will add the user in that particular group, user can simply access that group. Okay, so it's easy. Uh, so for this, you can use this command user mode -az developer and the student one. So here, student one is added to the developers group. So student one is the user, okay, and the developers is the group. And to add, we have used the z -az. Okay, to add in the group developers. And the user mode is to we use to modify the user permissions and all. So you have to use this user mode command. Just let's discuss with the real life example. Like imagine a project folder. Name is the project folder name. Okay. You give full access to developers. So others users can only read. Right. So for this you have to use like sudo chon -r student one developers and the project name. So here what you did, you have provided the permission to the student one user for the developer groups and the folder project one. And why we use this -r? So -r is basically we use for the recursive, like it means to depends on the command it is used, means to apply the action to all files and subdirectories inside a folder. Like here, inside the folders project, maybe all the folders and files are there, right? So for that, you want to provide the permission to all the files and the subdirectory. So simply you can use -r. So for this, we use the -r. Okay. So chmod -r 770 and /project. This is the folder name. So in this way also you can use, because as above I discussed, like 770 is used for the particular permissions like a read, write, read, execute, and 0 is for the means you can just know about it first, like what means of the 7, what means of the here 7, and what it means of the 0. And if you are aware about these permissions, then simply you can use the number 770 and accordingly, as for the student one user, access will be provided. Okay, so in this way, you can use the command. And developers can read, write, and execute, and others have no access. Only they can read. So I hope this is clear. Summary is like for the add the user, you can simply use the user add or add user command to create the users. Okay. Passwd is used for the set or change the password. And chmod is used to change the file permissions. And chon is change file ownerships. To add user to group, we use the as user mode -az. Okay, so these all things to add the user mode is will be used, and to change the file permission chmod, and to change the file ownership chon. So this is the summary, like you can just keep it in mind. Suppose if you are doing a practice and if you are aware about this all the commands, then simply you just practice it like it will be easy for you. So this so that's all for today. If you like my video, so please like, share, and subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching.